Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're your shortcut to getting, well, properly informed.
Right. We dig through the sources, articles, notes, whatever we can find.
And we pull out the key stuff, the essentials, add some surprising bits, maybe a little humor, keep you hooked.
Basically, we help you cut through the noise and find those aha moments.
So today we're getting into the world of Mike Jam. Pretty intense artist.
Definitely.
And we're going to focus specifically on his track, Bullies, because honestly, the lyrics just, they stick with you.
Oh, absolutely. Potent is one word for it. Very direct.
Yeah. So for this deep dive, we've got quite a mix of sources.
Oh.
We've got the full transcript from the Bullies YouTube video itself.
Essential.
Details on another track, Rerun the Cycles of Life. Info on his album Jaywalk from Apple Music.
Okay.
And crucially, some bits from an interview that give us background on Mike Jam himself, his personal history, which seems pretty interesting.
Sounds like a good mix. Should let us build a decent picture of him at this point in time.
Exactly. So our mission today, really unpack Bullies. What's that raw confrontational thing it's doing?
Right.
And how does it fit with, well, everything else he's putting out this year? 2025 has been huge for him.
It really has. A flood.
And how does all that connect back to his own kind of complex personal story? It's about understanding the art, but through the artist, too.
And figuring out the why behind this sudden, explosion of music.
Yeah, exactly. So let's start there. Mike Jam himself. The sources kind of paint him as this figure who's suddenly everywhere in 2025. What is going on this year? It doesn't feel like just a comeback. It feels like an explosion.
It really does feel like that. I mean, the amount of material is just, wow.
Yeah.
We've got the album Jaywalk, dropped June 24th, 2025. Apple Music lists it as metal. 10 songs, runs about 28 minutes.
So a solid album right there. But like you said, it's more than that, isn't it?
Oh, much more. We've also got mentions of a JW single, another track called Fresh, both 2025.
Yep.
And then another one, Rerun the Cycles of Life. That was apparently set for release July 31st, 2025.
July 31st. That's like practically now.
Exactly. The timing is immediate.
So yeah, this isn't just someone putting out music. This is a torrent, a flood. What does that suggest about where he is creatively?
Well, the sources use phrases like he was caged up for years.
Ah.
So this feels less like casual releases and more like, I don't know, an exorcism, getting it all out. It's like a deliberate statement, an ongoing story he's telling, track by track, a real resurgence.
Ongoing narrative, I like that. But who is Mike Jam? You know, the sources call him enigmatic, like the name rings a bell, maybe, but you can't quite place him.
He is a bit of a mystery, yeah.
Why? What's his backstory before this 2025 deluge?
It's pretty varied. Some people might, if they're old enough, vaguely remember him from soup ads, early 90s.
Soup ads, seriously.
Yeah, famous ones. The slogan was, the food that you can drink. Catchy, I guess.
Wow. Okay, that's unexpected, especially when you hear what came before.
Right. Because before that, late 80s, he was deep into funk rock, had a band called Trouble, apparently a real powerhouse.
Punk rock to soup ads.
Yeah.
That's quite a journey. What happened? What derailed Trouble?
Well, a couple of big things. First, military service overseas.
Right.
The sources just say the war happened.
Right.
And apparently it changed him profoundly. When he came back, it was music started shifting. More refined, polished.
Okay.
He tried to get Trouble going again, but then tragedy. Lost his best friend, Bob D.
Oh, man.
Who is also, the source says, their crazy good bass player.
Yeah. Losing your best friend and your key bandmate, especially after coming back from war, I can't imagine.
It hit him hard. The sources say it basically shattered his spirit for music.
Understandable.
Felt he couldn't replace Bob, so he disbanded Trouble, took a big step back from music altogether. The drive just wasn't there.
So, okay, he's adrift. How does he get from that place to this massive urgent output in 2025? How did he find his way back?
It sounds like it was a long road. The sources mention things like faithful meetings, different kinds of therapy, spiritual studies.
A real mix.
Yeah, alternative healing methods, too. It seems like all these things together kind of led him to a new understanding, his place, his purpose. He actually started putting material together years ago, apparently, but just held on to it. Until now. Until 2025. Now he's ready to, well, unleash it.
And this 2025 stuff is described as the true Mike Jam. What does that sound like? How do punk and the later refined stuff and this rediscovery, How does it all come together?
It's fascinating, actually. He's apparently blending his early, like, proto-sound inspirations
Okay.
with a really open, creative approach to modern tech, AI, stuff like that.
Huh. AI and music. Interesting.
Yeah, and the genres, forget about it. It's rock, punk, ska, hip-hop, country, rap, blues.
Whoa, hold on. All of those.
Sometimes they say
Yeah.
all within the same song.
No way.
Yeah, but apparently done seamlessly with, like, lyrical wit. It's described as really breaking boundaries, getting out everything that was caged up inside his tortured brain.
Tortured brain. Wow. Okay. That's audacious, musically. Mixing all that. What's the effect on the listener? Do you feel that intensity, that release?
Oh, you absolutely do. The sources use phrases like future hit after hit.
High praise.
And goddamn bangers. What's really interesting is they say the songs feel hauntingly familiar, even though they're original.
Like you already know them somehow.
Kind of. Like you've been listening to them forever. They just hit hard. A real visceral impact. The sound itself feels like part of that release.
And there's even like a challenge for listeners to kind of experience this effect.
Yeah, they call it the Mike Jam Punk Rock Song Challenge.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
The idea is find them on Spotify, YouTube, whatever. Listen to any 2 songs, maybe Taint or Fresh or something off Catwalk. Then wait a day or 2. Listen again. And apparently, something happens.
Yeah.
The music does something to you. Hard to explain, but you feel it.
Okay, that sounds like less of a challenge, more of a dare. Interesting. So, right. We've got the huge 2025 output, the complex past, this wild, eclectic sound. Let's really zoom in now on Bullies.
Okay.
Because that track, it doesn't ease you in. It kind of just punches you in the gut from the first second.
It really does. That immediate emotional assault. It's,
yeah.
Yeah. You're dropped right in. They call me a punch, say I'm a dick, a waste of life. Boom. No preamble. Straight into the pain.
And it's not like a one-off thing he's describing, is it? It feels constant.
Totally. Like a psychological siege is how the lyrics make it feel. It says, when I'm out, it seems they're everywhere. Always talking smack and ass. It's this feeling of just relentless torment. No escape.
But then there's this shift. It's fascinating, almost kind of chilling. He says, it's okay, I'm used to it. But then right after, what they don't know got a fire inside of me. What is that moment? Is it him suddenly finding strength? Or is it like revealing something that's been simmering there all along?
That's the pivot, isn't it?
Yeah.
The whole song turns on that. It's okay, I'm used to it. That could sound resigned. But the fire inside part completely changes the meaning.
Right.
It's not just finding strength, it feels like.
Yeah.
The strength was already there, forged by the bullying itself. And now it's coming out. The quiet resolve, hardening into something else.
And once that fire's out, the whole power dynamic just flips. Completely reverses. He starts calling the bully out. Aggressively.
Say it to my face. No, let's hear it. He's not just defending anymore. He's on the attack.
And he's watching them too, observing their fear.
Exactly. He notes, the sweat forming on your brows tells me everything I need to know. He's reading their fear, taking control from their fear.
Yeah.
The tables aren't just turned, they're like smashed.
Yeah.
He's saying, you're not so tough now, pointing out their body trembling. It's a total power shift, almost predatory.
And then it gets, well, even darker. That bit about patience, a hidden plan. Trust me, I have nothing but time. Something in mind you'll never expect. That sounds calculated.
It does. Very calculated.
Especially when paired with him rejecting any apology. Too late for fake apology, just another lie. What's going on there? Is it just empowerment or something more like vengeance?
The too late part feels key. Like a line has been crossed permanently.
Right. No going back.
Exactly. The damage is done from his perspective. So this isn't just about standing up anymore. It feels like planned retribution. So yeah, that hint of vengeance is definitely there. Cold, clinical, not just self-defense. It's like the victim becoming the architect of consequences.
And he isolates the Billy too, doesn't he? Takes away their backup.
Yeah. So where's all your homies now? I thought they had your back. It's stripping away their support system, making it personal.
And then that warning. It's heavy. An example of you I shall make who you will live, thus I know.
That line is chilling.
What does make an example mean here? Is it physical or something else?
It doesn't necessarily sound like physical violence, does it?
Right.
More like a public, lasting lesson, something that affects how they will live.
Yeah.
A permanent mark on their reputation, maybe, or their psyche.
A profound consequence, either way. And then the song kind of zooms out, gives a warning to everyone.
Right. That's where it becomes more universal. Just because someone is quiet keeps to themselves. don't run your mouth, you not a clue of what they deal with.
Yeah.
This is your warning. No more will you get. It's like a PSA, a caution against underestimating quiet people.
Don't mistake quiet for weak.
Exactly, because you don't know what fire they might have inside.
And that final line, I'll bet you wish that you never F with a vet.
That hits hard. What does that add? What kind of experience does that suggest?
Oh, that lands with serious weight, doesn't it? It's not just anger, it suggests resilience, earned strength.
From his military past? Presumably. It grounds the whole thing, makes it clear this isn't just a random outburst. It's coming from someone who's been through, well, through hell probably, someone with deep resolve. It adds this layer of lived experience of having faced adversity and survived, makes the warning feel even more potent.
Okay, so incredibly raw track. How does Bullies fit into the bigger picture, especially with the Jaywalk album being labeled as metal? Is that genre choice deliberate?
I think it has to be, yeah. Metal as a genre often carries that, aggression, intensity, defiance. It fits perfectly with the themes in Bullies.
So the sound itself is part of the message.
Exactly. It's like the music is a vehicle, maybe even a weapon for that raw feeling. It embodies that confrontational spirit. The metal classification makes perfect sense.
So it's not just a label, it's like an extension of the lyrics. And does that suggest the whole album, Jaywalk, might be exploring similar stuff? Confrontation, inner strength, conflict.
It seems very likely, doesn't it? Given the genre, the intensity of Bullies, you'd expect those themes to run through the whole album. All 10 songs probably tie together somehow. A cohesive statement.
And what about that other track title, Rerun the Cycles of Life? The one dropping like tomorrow. How does that title connect?
Well, rerun the cycles. That speaks directly to repetition, right? Patterns, maybe patterns you can't escape.
Like the cycle of being bullied and pushing back and bullies.
Exactly like that. It suggests he's thinking about these bigger patterns of conflict, struggle, maybe how they repeat in life, internally or externally. It feels very connected.
Wow. So it really paints this picture of an artist who isn't just churning out songs, but delivering this really consistent, powerful, almost urgent message.
Yeah, no holds barred. Using this aggressive sound to explore some really intense ideas. Personal stuff, universal stuff.
And with music still coming out, like right now, it feels like we're witnessing him work through it all in real time.
It does. An unfiltered look at his process, his rediscovered purpose. It's pretty compelling.
So, to bring it back to you listening, hopefully this deep dive has helped kind of unpack Mike Jam's intense year, the really raw core of Bullies, and how it all seems tangled up with his own life story and these recurring themes.
And maybe something for you to think about. What does this kind of raw, direct intensity in music tell us about its power as an outlet, especially after being, as he put it, caged up?
Yeah. And maybe more importantly, what about that warning? About underestimating quiet people, that hidden strength, that inner fire. It's a serious thought, isn't it?
Definitely something to chew on. We'd say, actively check out Mike Jones' music. Spotify, YouTube, give it a listen.
Maybe even try that Mike Jam punk rock song challenge. See what happens.
Yeah, experience it for yourself. You might find it, pretty impactful.